Okay, the question for this is on the next page, so let's just have a look at this. We've got 3 lines here and 3 functions that those lines follow. Show that length OB is length equal to length AB. So we've got some points of intersection here, so that means that we're going to be solving some simultaneous equations. So for this first one, we've got y equals 2x, and we've got 2y equals 11x take away 7. So if I replace this 2y here with what a is, so 2 lots of y is 2 lots of 2x equals 11x take away 7. So that will be 4x equals 11x take away 7. Add 7 to both sides. Take away 4x from both sides, and you'll get that x equals 1. So we know this coordinate here is 1 something. Now we can find that out from either of these two equations. So if I bung x equals 1 into either of these two, then I'll get y. I'm going to use this top one because it's easier. 2 times 1 is 2, so that is the coordinate 1, 2. Do the same with this one here. So x plus 3y equals 0. And equation B, 2y equals 11x take away 7. Right, if I rearrange this equation, or I could half this equation to get what y is, I'm going to rearrange this one. So a rearrangement of A would be x equals negative 3y. If we substitute that into there, so A in B, then we get 2y equals 11 lots of negative 3y, take away 7. 2y equals negative 33y, take away 7. So add 33y to both sides, that's 35y equals negative 7. So y equals negative 7 35ths. Divide top and bottom by 7, and we get negative 1/5. So our y coordinate here is negative 1/5, or negative 0.2. If we put that back into this equation, you see that the x coordinate is negative 3 lots of the y coordinate. So x is negative 3 lots of negative 1/5. Negative times negative is a positive. 3 times 1/5 is 3/5. So we know that's 3/5 or 0.6. For the last one then, we know that this is 0, 0. We really don't need to test that out. So we simply need to find the length of this line here and the length of this line here. So the length of this line here is fairly easy. Let's just check it was OB, yeah. So at OB, we imagine a little right angle triangle there. The coordinates 0, 0 and 1, 2. So that means that that's got a a run of 1 and a rise of 2. So we know this is the square root of 1 squared plus 2 squared, which is the square root of 1 plus 4, which is the square root of 5. If we imagine our triangle between A and B, so we've got point A there and point B there. We've got, I'll do this in decimal to make it a bit easier, negative 0.6 and negative 0.2. This one here is 1, 2. So the run here is the difference between 0.6 and 1, that's 0.4, and the rise is negative 0.2 plus 2. The difference between those two, so that's 2.2. So this here is 2.2 squared plus 0.4 squared. Two 2 squared is 4.84. This here is 0.16, so that is the square root of 5. So you can write all this stuff over on the other page, but you can see that that length there, AB, is the same as this length here, OB.